Welcome back. Our CBS News Texas I-Team's been digging into a Texas solar company accused by many customers' families of predatory lending practices. Despite a pattern of complaints, though, the company is growing, and we have learned it's happening with help from the U.S. government. Here's Andrea Lucia.
They've been going door to door selling to people who are on their deathbeds.
Families across Texas are sharing the same story.
He had been being treated for dementia.
Couldn't see, she couldn't hear well.
He was starting to have Alzheimer's.
Was completely disabled. He couldn't walk. He couldn't even really sign his name.
Houston-based solar energy company Sova, they say, misled their elderly and disabled relatives, getting them to sign off on 25-year payment plans for solar panels they couldn't afford and would most likely never live to pay off.
They definitely took advantage of my mom in the state that she was in. She died like maybe 6 months later.
The debt in the tens of thousands of dollars has in many cases fallen on family.
One guy was telling us, you have to pay, and if he can't pay, your family members are going to have to pay.
Sova uses a third-party network of salespeople, but in a statement said, quote, all customers undergo a rigorous contract validation process, whereby we, Sova, review each contract and verify the customer's identity to ensure the customer understands the contract terms and still wishes to proceed. The company also said it does not put liens on customers' properties, but it does file a similar legal notice known as a UCC-1, and customers' families tell us that's complicated efforts to sell property. The Texas Attorney General's office has received dozens of complaints about Sova, and the Better Business Bureau, more than 1,000. It's even issued an alert warning of deceptive sales practices, poor customer service, and other issues. Sova says the complaints come from a small percentage of its 386,000 customers, and none of it has stopped Sonova's growth, which it's managed with some help from the federal government. Despite all the customer complaints, Sova last September got a $3 billion partial loan guarantee from the U.S. Department of Energy. Sova says in doing so, the government has not provided it with any funding, but provides assurances to lenders they will be paid back. If the loans it makes do fail, Sova, not the taxpayer, it writes, will take the first loss. Still, the DOE's announcement called the deal the single largest commitment ever made by the federal government to solar power. And some are troubled by the news.
Was that kind of like another slap in the face? Yeah, it is.
Many customers allege in complaints they were told they'd pay nothing out of pocket because of the government's involvement. It was being paid by the city of DeSoto because they'd received a federal grant, a resident there says she was told. The government was providing solar panels to those who qualify for no charge, wrote a Tarrant County woman.
If you lend your name as the government to this company, it really makes consumers think, oh, it's fine, everything's great. The government is backing it.
In a Google search, I could find all kinds of stuff that should have stopped that loan.
We reached out to energy market expert Ed Hers, who said it's no wonder customers didn't understand what they were getting into.
These contracts should not be 59 pages. They shouldn't be so involved that you need a degree from Yale to figure it out. I have a degree from Yale, and I can't figure it out.
With the government's involvement, he says, there may be even more confusion.
They can kind of look at it and say, hey, this isn't a big deal. They can always fund it because I'm backed up by the government.
In a statement, a spokesperson for the Department of Energy said it takes seriously its role as a responsible steward of taxpayer dollars, holding all borrowers accountable to ensure they operate with integrity and the high standards the American people expect. Now, its expectation here is that this loan guarantee won't cost it or taxpayers anything, and that it would take a significant economic downturn for it to be left on the hook for any of this. It's also put conditions on its deal with Sova in an effort to protect consumers, requiring, for example, that Sonova's contract with the customer be written in the same language that the sales pitch was made in. Its involvement, it hopes, will help a lot of customers. But again, some of the customers we've talked to are skeptical.